This is more pretty depressing stuff here. Exclusive, 40% in the U.S. can't afford middle-class basics. I didn't see any tweets about that from the Democrats, by the way. 40% in the U.S. can't afford middle-class basics. At a time of rock-bottom joblessness, high corporate profits, and a booming stock market, more than 40% of the U.S. households cannot pay the basics of a middle-class lifestyle: rent, transportation, childcare, and a cell phone, according to the new study. The study, conducted by United Way, found a wide band of working U.S. households that live above the official poverty line, but below the cost of paying ordinary expenses. Based on 2016 data, there were 34.7 million. That's cat hair. She was on the desk, and now I'm like itchy. There were 34.7 million households in that group, double the 16.1 million that are in actual poverty. Which, by the way, the fact that we have a poverty level in this country is just unbelievable. Like, it's... We should have a negative poverty level in the United States. I mean, there was that guy out in Berkeley that proved that you don't need to buy food. Are you guys familiar with what I'm talking about? This guy, he was a professor, and he did an experiment. He literally bought no food for a month. He just dumpster dove. And it was like good quality food he was getting that restaurants throw away because of policy about what you can and can't serve. And that other like kitchens were just thrown away, whatever. He was just feeding himself. And then he was taking food to homeless shelters too, or to food banks. He was doing that too. I think he was doing some service too. But he was also proving you don't even need to buy food. I mean, when it comes to poverty, we don't have a supply problem. We have a distribution problem. And that can be applied to the world, by the way. But especially here in the United States. It's insane. And it's because we're stamping out the middle class. They need to raise the poverty line. That's true, Mike. That's true. I worked at a restaurant that recycled uneaten food from the tables. That's really cool. You know what used to exist? I remember I've talked about this a few times, and I don't think this exists anymore. Maybe if it does, you guys can let me know. But there was this organization when I was a kid, when I was like a lot younger. It was this thing called Rock and Rap, and what you did, you got to, an artist would participate in it, music artists, right? And you could go to the show, you could attend the show, and your job, and it was meant for like younger people, like high school, college kids, right? Your job was to collect any of the food that they didn't eat from the catering earlier, and you donated it to a food bank. And that was like your job. Like in the food bank participated and the bands participated. And you got to meet the band, of course, and they would shake your hand and be like, oh, thanks for doing this. Thanks for recycling our food, you know. And it was kind of wins all around. You got to get good volunteer experience. You got to go to an awesome show for free to see a band that you liked. And you got to help out people. And people got food, and food didn't get wasted. You know? Pretty freaking cool, huh? So anyway, I mean, I don't know why we don't have more programs like that. And that was just one, for instance, of something that benefited me in my youth. But yeah. So what I'm saying is there's a lot more we could do about poverty in this country, and we're not doing any of it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.